Your discipline is perfect. It works for 1 week. You eat the clean meals, you hit every workout, you are a machine. And then, a single unexpected variable. A late night at the office, a high-stress call, a missed alarm, and the entire system shatters. 1 missed workout becomes 3. 1 cheat meal becomes a cheat weekend. Why? Because your discipline is not strong. It is brittle. It is ceramic armor. It is a sterile bubble. It's incredibly hard, but the moment a single pathogen gets inside, the entire system collapses. It has zero adaptability. It is a catastrophic design flaw. You are not forging armor. You are building a liability. This ends today. We are replacing that flawed, sterile model. We are throwing out the brittle ceramic plate. We are engineering true mental armor. But this armor is not a wall. It is not a bubble. This armor is a system. It is an immune system. Think about it. A true immune system is not passive. It is an active, adaptive learning defense network. It is strong precisely because it has been attacked. It learns from pathogens. It thrives on stress. This is the protocol you will build. It is no longer about avoiding failure. It is about using failure. It is a 3-part biological engineering protocol. First, the vaccine, prophylaxis. Second, the T-cell response, containment. Third, the antibody, adaptation. This is how you stop being the man who breaks under pressure and become the man who adapts to it. The first flaw in your sterile bubble design is that it assumes a perfect world. It is a reactive system. It hopes the pathogen never arrives. An immune system is proactive. It expects the attack. The first part of our new protocol is the vaccine. What is a vaccine? It is a small, controlled dose of the pathogen. It is the data of the virus, introduced to the system on your terms. It's designed to train the system's response before the real attack ever happens. Expect the attack. Your old discipline failed because you were surprised by chaos. Your new discipline begins with the assumption of chaos. This is your new logic. Your plan is your vaccine. You must engineer a proactive protocol. You don't just plan your perfect day. You vaccinate against the real day. Your sterile plan says, work out 5 p.m. The immune system plan says, work out 5 p.m. Pathogen. Late meeting. Response. 20-minute bodyweight protocol at home if the primary mission is compromised. Your sterile plan says, eat chicken and broccoli. The immune system plan says, chicken and broccoli. Pathogen. Stuck in traffic. Response. Protein bar in the glove box. Contain the hunger, protect the primary goal. You vaccinate against failure. This is premeditatio malorum, the stoic practice of anticipating the evils of the day. This isn't negative thinking. It is strategic thinking. The man who expects a smooth road is destroyed by the first pothole. The man who expects potholes and carries a spare tire is unfazed. He doesn't lose momentum. He doesn't lose his emotional control. He simply executes the contingency plan. This act of preparation is a form of mental armor in itself. It removes the shock of failure, and the shock is what shatters brittle systems. This is your first layer of armor. It is proactive. You are exposing your system to small, simulated stressors, so that when the real stress hits, the response is not panic. It is memory. It is an automated protocol. Train the response. In the gym, this is your warm-up. You are sending data to the body. You are preparing it for the stress of the heavy lift. You are vaccinating the tissue against injury. You don't just walk in and attack the bar. That is how brittle systems shatter. You prepare the system. You train the system. You re-engineer your entire approach from hoping for the best to being prepared for the worst. This is the first, most critical shift. You've just learned the first law of active defense. You've taken the vaccine. If you are ready to build this adaptive system, seal the pact. Hit the like button. It's not for a screen. It's your commitment to stop reacting to chaos and start preparing for it. But the vaccine is not 100%. The attack will get through. The pathogen will land. You will fail. You will miss the lift. You will eat the donut. You will skip the workout. This is the moment. This is where the brittle system shatters. The sterile bubble man says, "It's over. I've failed. The whole day is ruined." He lets the infection spread from one meal to the whole day, from one workout to the whole week. He lets a single pathogen cause systemic failure. This is where the immune system protocol is different. This is the T-cell response. When a T-cell identifies a pathogen, it does not set the entire body on fire. It targets the infection. It contains the threat. Isolate the failure. This is your new logic for the moment of failure. This is your armor of containment. You are in the gym. You are attempting 5 reps. You only get 4. The brittle man is infected. His ego is hit. I'm weak. This workout is a failure. He poisons the rest of his session with that one failure. This is an ego-based response. His identity is fused with his performance. The operator, the man with the immune system, runs the T-cell protocol. He has decoupled his ego from the event. He isolates the event. The pathogen is set for. It is not the workout. It is not me. It is set for. He contains it, he rests, he logs the data, and he approaches the next set as an uninfected system. The next set is a new battle. This is the transfer. You are in a meeting. You make a mistake. You say the wrong thing. The brittle mind shuts down. The infection of embarrassment spreads. He is silent for the next hour. His ego is bruised, so he withdraws to protect it. The operator runs the T-cell protocol. He isolates the failure. That was one bad sentence. He contains it. And he re-engages in the next minute, an uninfected system, ready for the next challenge. He knows that his value is not in that one sentence, but in his ability to continue the mission. This is true resilience. It is not the absence of failure. It is the refusal to let failure become systemic. It is the engineering of an egoless response system. Contain the breach. You've had the vaccine, the plan. You've contained the breach, the T-cell. Now the battle is over. The pathogen is neutralized. The brittle man just moves on. He hopes it doesn't happen again. He forgets the attack. This is why he never gets stronger. He is doomed to repeat the same failure, because he never learned from it. The immune system. This is where it does its most profound work. It analyzes the defeated pathogen, it studies its signature, and it creates an antibody. Forge the antibody. This antibody is memory. It is data. It is an upgrade to the system. The next time that exact pathogen attacks, the system is no longer just prepared. It is immune. This is your post-failure debrief. This is your logbook. This is the anti-fragile part. The system must get stronger from the hit. You failed the 5th rep. Your T-cell contained it. Now at home, you synthesize the antibody. You open the logbook. Why did I fail? The data. Slept 5 hours. Nutrition was poor. Stress was high. The antibody is the new protocol. My 5-rep max is directly linked to sleep. Sleep is not rest. Sleep is armor. You have learned. You have adapted. The system is now stronger. This antibody is now a permanent part of your strategic code. The logbook itself transforms from a simple record of actions into a book of antibodies, a catalog of every battle, every analysis, and every adaptation. This book becomes the most valuable strategic asset you own. The stress made you stronger. This is the transfer. You failed in the meeting. The brittle man blames the client. The operator synthesizes the antibody. Why did I fail? I did not have the correct data. Antibody. A new protocol. I will never enter a negotiation without a 1-page brief on all key numbers. The system upgrades. You stop fearing failure. You start welcoming it. Because every contained failure is the raw material for a new piece of armor. Failure is your fuel. This is the protocol. This is true mental armor. It is not a wall. It is not a bubble. It is a living, adaptive, anti-fragile system. 1. The vaccine. You expect chaos. You plan for it. 2. The T-cell. You contain failure. You isolate the breach. 3. The antibody. You analyze the data. You adapt and get stronger from the hit. Your discipline is no longer brittle. It flexes, it learns, it thrives on stress. The gym is your laboratory. It is where you go to expose the system to train the response. If you are ready to stop building brittle walls and start engineering a true immune system, subscribe to this channel. This is your new bioengineering lab. And for your final pact, declare your new protocol. Comment below, system adapted. It is your signal that the sterile bubble is broken. The armor is online. Now, shut this off. Review your protocol. Go hunt for pathogens. Metadatos para YouTube titulo. Is your discipline brittle? Engineer this mental armor protocol. Description. Your discipline is perfect until one thing goes wrong. Then the entire system shatters. This is brittle discipline, and it's a catastrophic design flaw. Stop building a sterile bubble. This video teaches you to engineer a new protocol modeled on the human immune system. An active, adaptive armor that learns from stress and gets stronger from attacks. The vaccine, prophylaxis. How to use your plan to vaccinate yourself against the chaos of the real world. The T-cell response. Containment. The T-cell logic for isolating a single failure, a bad meal, a missed rep, and preventing it from becoming a systemic collapse. The Antibody. Adaptation. How to use your logbook to analyze the failure, synthesize the antibody, and make your system immune to that attack in the future. This is how you build true anti-fragile discipline. Subscribe to join the bioengineering lab. Comment system adapted to build your armor. Digs Sugaritas. Discipline motivation, mental toughness, stoic discipline. How to be more disciplined, mindset for success, systems thinking, the engineer mentor. Nomi do Archivo. Brittle discipline mental armor protocol.